Man, what's good? It's your boy, TheDifference, with Vibing with Veterans. Welcome back to the channel. We're almost at 200 subscribers, y'all, so I figure I gotta give y'all a good story to close the week out. Take you back to a time when I was lost and forgotten in Iraq. In Kuwait. So this is on my second deployment. After my first deployment, we get back, and we've been gone about 14, 15 months. Now, the deployment was only supposed to be 12 months long, but we got extended. Anyways, we get back from this deployment, and our leadership above us mandate anybody that was recently promoted to the ranks of E5 or E6, or anyone who hasn't received the proper training, PLDC is what I'm talking about. You cannot take leave. You cannot PCS. You can't do anything until you schedule this training and have it completed within 30 days of our arrival back home. I still think it's a bullshit. Back then it was, and to this day it still is. But anyway, so boom. PLDC completed. MOS job changed. Now I'm on orders and en route to the great 3rd Infantry Division located at Fort Stewart, Georgia. Dog-faced soldier. Wouldn't give a bean to be a fancy phantom ring. When I get there, the camaraderie is through the roof. I mean, the cohesion, the unit's cohesion, everyone is just pumped up. It's my first time being a part of something like this. I don't know what to expect, so I get to Fort Stewart, get the end process, get the reception, I get in contact with my unit, my gaining unit. My unit just deployed, I didn't know. Get in contact with the NCO on rear detachment. Boom. Alright, son, I need you to show up tomorrow, 0630, PT formation. See you there. Alright, well, I'm ready. You know, I'll get home, stretch it out, get ready for the day or whatever for the next day. I show up the next day to work. I show up a little earlier than 0630, of course. As a professional, you want to be on time, but if you're ahead of time, you beat some of the BS that happens. Anyway, I get there. Peeping the scene, roll my window down, peeping the scene. Back then I smoked Newport, so I spotted the smokers. I said, immediately slid in the conversation. Hey, these jokers already know who I am. But how? How do they know who I am? Come to find out, most people on rear detachment, they're plotting on how not to deploy. I was recently promoted, E5, and I had a new job identified, which was a needed MOS in the unit that picked me up. Bam, I went to the front of the line. So we get to formation after we smoke. I get a head count, take accountability of my soldiers. Boom, cool. We handle PT. PT is physical training, a little training in the morning every single day. Push-ups, sit-ups, 2-mile run. We're just gonna leave it basic like that. We get done with our 2-mile run, we come back, boom. 09 o'clock, 0900 hours. Formation, work call. Boom, go back, shower, get ready, come back. So I'm on rear detachment. It's not a lot going on, but it's a few moving pieces for the unit that's ahead in Iraq. I get my briefing this day, right? 09 o'clock, I get a briefing. All right, soldiers are getting ready to go on the 4-day pass. Everyone's already submitted their paperwork. I'm new here, so there's not much expected of me. I'm tracking my soldiers. Their paperwork has been previously submitted, so everything is good. Bam. 4-day weekend goes without a flaw. So I thought. Monday morning comes around. 0630, PT formation added again. I'm taking a head count. I show up early. I'm taking my head count. Boom, boom, got you. PFC Dunlap is missing. Run back to my truck, try to call him. Try to call him. Have to leave it big, gotta get back to formation. So we do our PT, push-ups, sit-ups, 2-mile run. I'm headed back home. And as I'm headed back home, I'm still trying to get in contact with PFC Dunlap. Nothing. Get back on post for 9 o'clock formation yet again. And just before I go to formation, I said, let me get this joker a call again. Boom. I finally get a hold of him. This joker answers the phone. Hey, what up, Sarge? I'm in England, visiting my sister. I missed my flight this morning, but I got it rescheduled. I'll be headed out first thing in the morning, tomorrow. England? PFC Dunlap, you do realize that you are way outside of the mileage radius for this 4-day pass. The mileage radius was 250 miles. If you went outside of that, you needed to be put on leave, which wasn't happening because we were going on deployment. You're in England? What's your explanation behind this? And Dunlap's on the other side of this phone. In England, Stoker says. Big Sarge, my pass was approved before you got here. The commander approved of it. What's the problem? You know what? You right. It ain't my problem. I reported it to the commander. I gotta get to the barracks. I ain't packed yet. I gotta pack up. I deploy tomorrow. So boom, I head to the parking lot of the barracks. I pull up near the back of the barracks parking lot. I kid you not, as I'm throwing it in park, shots ring out. Shit, what's going on? I kid you not. As I'm trying to gather myself and find where the shots are coming from, in my peripheral to the left, car peels out, mashes. I'm straight, I'm cool. I gotta go pack up, man. I'd rather be in Iraq. If they're gonna be shooting at me at home, I'd rather it be an enemy, you know what I'm saying? Not somebody that is in the same uniform that I got on. Anyway, get in my barracks, pack my bags up, boom, I deploy. Cobb Kazoo. We get to Cobb Kazoo, or just before we get to Cobb Kazoo, I believe we were at Victory. I'm not 100% sure where we were at when we flew in. It might have been Ali Asalee. I'm not 100% sure, I don't remember. But we get on the Chinook. We fly into Cobb Kazoo. Cobb Kazoo is a blacked out fob. You gotta remember. A blacked out fob pretty much means there's no light. Zero, there's no light anywhere. If you see a chem light, you better cover it, put it in your pocket or something, but that's the only light you can use. Peek it, open your hand up, close it back up. Don't give away your position like that. I wasn't fully understanding of why it was a blacked out fob. We got the briefings and everything. This is my second deployment, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, no, I'm Big Sarge, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, I'm straight. I done been down this road before. I done been through worse, I'm good. So the Chinook gets there, right? It didn't land. The Chinook hasn't landed. It's hovering about a foot, maybe 6 inches to a foot off the ground. Hey bro, I ain't got no... I can't jump. What you mean? I got 4 bags, cuz. I got my ruck, and I got 3 duffel bags. 1 in this hand, one in this hand, or arm, excuse me, and one front loaded in the front of me. I'm loaded up. I'm probably about 300-400 pounds, just me with all my equipment, if not more, because you gotta think, yeah, I'm a vest on, I'm a Kevlar, I'm a boot, I got everything on. We are ready. Out of nowhere, I hear, all right, let's go. Bags are being thrown. We're still hovering. We haven't made contact to the ground yet. Bro, I ain't never jumped out no plane. No disrespect to anyone who has. I didn't sign up for that. Boom, people are jumping, bags are going. I'm in rotation. I got to go. Man, I load up my bags, I jump. You gotta think, a place that's been hit or mortared or RPG'd or any kind of explosions, you gotta think the sand, when it's attacked over and over and over and over again, that sand turns into like baby powder. So it's layers of baby powder sand. As I jump out of this Chinook, my feet sink down into it a little bit, right? Thankfully, the weight of my bags, they counterbalanced my landing when I hopped off this hovering Chinook. I look up, it's pitch black. We had a blacked out fire. This is my first experience. I can hear movement, but it's quickly fading from being heard. Where did everyone go? I can't see nothing. There's no light, no nothing. Immediately, survival instinct and all my previous training kick in. All right, bet. All right, Big Sarge. Get it together. You by yourself in the middle of Iraq. You just hopped off the Chinook. Get your bags. Pick up a trot. See if you can follow the trail. Man, I'm trotting. Not too fast. I'm heavy. I got all my gear on and my bags rubbed, and I'm loaded. I'm getting it, right? Bam! I flipped. I'm folded in half. Front flipped. Sitting on my behind, legs crossed. Bags everywhere, except for my rucksack. Rucksack flipped and pulled me back when I did my front flip. I feel behind me. It's a half T barrier. That's a little shorter than waist height. I caught it, boom, flipped me. It's pitch black out, I couldn't see it. All right, cool. I feel around for my bags. Get my bags. I stand up. I get resituated. I'm like, all right, I'm still in survival mode. I gotta move expeditiously to my next location, wherever they went. I just can't see it. Man, I thought about getting my flashlight. I can't. Everything's on me. My arms are loaded. I don't have any room to maneuver. I gotta keep moving. So I'm moving. Not as fast. A little bit slower this time because I've already been folded once. I want it to happen again, so I'm moving. Bam! Folded again. I got front flipped again. Another T-barrier, concrete T-barrier, flipped me again. Now I'm gassed. I'm gassed. Bags everywhere, rucksack still on my back. All right. I'm coated in sand. A little caked up this time. First time, light coated. Second time, now it's caked up because I've been sweating. Feel around for my bags again. All right, Big Sarge, get it together. Get it together, Big Sarge. I get back loaded up. I'm standing up, got my bags loaded up. In the distance, I seen a quick glimpse of light. A door opened and closed. That's where I need to be. I don't care who's on the other side of that door. That's where I need to be. I'm lost as hell. I get to move. This time, I am walking. There's no trot. There's no gallop. There's no jog. There's nothing. I am very slowly walking. Man, I get to the tent. I open up the tent door. Everyone on the inside of this tent that was previously on the Chinook with me, that jumped off the Chinook with me, sitting in the tent, right? The feeling that they gave me with the looks were, damn, Big Sarge, you look beat the hell up. You alright? I can't make it up, man. It was hilarious, man. And then I hear out of nowhere, hey, you saw them? We've been looking for you for the past 20 minutes. Calling for you and everything. Where'd you go? Do you see me? Do you see me? Look at me. I'm not modeling Iraq. I'm modeling front flips and sand and sweat, hard work, dedication. Come to find out, it was only 50 feet from the flight line where they were at. I was out there for 20 minutes flipping over stuff. Anyway, someone sitting in the tent mumbles under their breath. From the looks of it, lost and found. All right, so I get what's on Louis. St. Louis gets me back to the sleep tent. Now, I'm thinking, blacked out 5, there's a reason, you know what I'm saying? It means we're always in surveillance by someone other than us, the enemy. I'm just trying to get to the shower, so I get my hygiene bag, get all my stuff together. I'm headed to the shower trailer because your boy is covered in sand. I look like a piece of fried chicken out here. You understand me? As I'm heading out the tent, somebody that I'm thankful for to this day stops me. Hey, Big Sarge, if I was you, I'd have somebody walk you over to the other shower trailer on the other side of Kazoo. That shower trailer was just replaced yesterday. It was taken out last week, mortar round. Hey, good looking, bad. I'm not trying to lose my life, I just got here. Man, get to this shower, get cleaned up, get back to the tent, get through this deployment, right? This is my second deployment. Now on this deployment, it was a little more intense than my first deployment. We lost a lot of soldiers on this deployment. A couple of friends, a lot of memories. Anyways, we're getting near 12-month mark. They tell us we're extended. Man, I thought we were going home. Oh well, alright. We got 14, 15 months. See how it works out. We're getting paid. I'm not tripping too much. Probably around the 13th, 14th month, unit comes down and asks for volunteers. Now, in the Army, I don't know about the Marines or the Navy or the Coast Guard or the Air Force. I don't know about any of the other branches. But in the Army, when they ask for a volunteer, don't do it. Don't ever do it. Because there's some BS on the other end of that volunteer work. I promise you that. Anyways, I had enough on this deployment, man. We had a long deployment. You gotta think. All the loss that we had. All the mortars, all the RPGs that literally went off next door to us or 20 feet down the sand-paved road. I had enough. It's time for me to go home, man. I want to go see my family, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my son, man. What's good? I volunteered. So boom, I didn't know what the assignment was at first, so I put my foot in my mouth. Man, it is what it is. I'm ready to go, man. Kazoo, I've had enough. Falcon, all of these places, I've had enough. Boom. The volunteer work is to push soldiers from our unit, my unit currently, through Kuwait and back home so it can happen expeditiously and flawlessly because there are more personnel assisting and helping out. So I'm cool with that. I'm going to Kuwait. No more explosions. No more boom boom. Let's go. I get to Kuwait, right? Now you gotta think it's been 14 months, man. 14, almost 15 months of a hard deployment. We had good times and bad times, but for the most part, it wasn't a good deployment. It was a bad deployment. Which deployments are good? Which deployment is good anyway? Anyway, get to Kuwait. Kuwait is it's almost the same picture. It's hotter, more sandstorms. But you're not under immediate imminent threats. So you're a little bit better off. Man, I'm in Kuwait chilling. You hear me? I'm at salsa night. I'm at karaoke night. Do. I'm doing my thing. I'm having a good time, man. I just got from this deployment. My life was on the line damn near every day. We never knew what was gonna happen. We didn't know if we were gonna wake up the next day. So yeah, I'm in Kuwait chilling. Salsa night, karaoke. I'm in the gym heavy. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm still going to work daily, assisting with pushing our soldiers through. But I'm not really paying attention to the time sequence at hand. I've still been away from home from my son and everyone. But I'm having a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid. Let me enjoy it. Enjoying myself, right? Man. A month passes, and we at 15 months now. I guess a wild hare had snuck up on me the night prior, and when I awakened the next day, it hit me. Hey, bro, Big Sarge, you plan on going home? When do you go home? I haven't seen your name on the manifest yet. We'll get into it. Get up to work. Bam. Today I'm on head count pretty much. I got the little self clicker. I'm counting people as they go in. Click, click, click. Keeping a count of the people. Click. Going, right? It's probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. I start noticing. I'm the only one with a 3rd Infantry Division patch. On both sides. Nobody from 3ID is here anymore. As a matter of fact, this 400 or 500 people that I have taken account of, well, they're all civilians. The hell am I still doing here? All right, I stopped. I probably messed the head count up. I'm done with that. Boom, I walk into the tent. Hey, man. Hey, yo. Yo. I don't care what you got going on. I'm sorry, man. No disrespect, but when did y'all plan on manifesting me? Your boy. I done did all this work for you. I was just on a deployment. A heavy deployment. I want to go home. This woman gonna respond to me, this captain, or she might have been an LT, I'm not 100% sure she's gonna respond. Oh, I'm sorry, Sergeant Owens. I wasn't tracking your movement at all. But we can manifest you now and get you up out of here. Especially since the last person from the 3rd Infantry Division left a week ago. You knew this and didn't say nothing to me? So you got a week of free labor up out of me. My unit ain't emailed me? My unit hasn't gotten in contact with nobody? They've been gone and back home for an entire week? Shh. Cool. It's all good. When I get back, I guarantee that none one of y'all better say anything to me. I'm taking leave. I'm not doing no paperwork. I'm doing things a little bit differently now because I see it ain't no love. Y'all forgot me. I'm in Iraq. Excuse me. I'm in Kuwait. Although I'm chilling, I'm in Kuwait. Lost and stranded. My unit's back home. They with the families. Everybody from the top down except your boy. Big Sarge. Dang. Crazy, huh? Kind of unbelievable. But plenty of people that know this story and know how I got left behind, because upon my return, very next morning, tragedy. Again. We've lost all these people on this deployment. I went to Kuwait, tried to decompress a little bit. Got forgot and left behind in Kuwait. I get back home. Nobody's tracking me being home. But I get back home. And the very next morning, a day I'll never forget. So I've been trying to get the closing of this story together overnight. So bear with me. Gotta rewind just a little bit back to when I volunteered to go to Kuwait. A few nights before I stuck my hand up and volunteered, I had a dream or an epiphany or a vision or something was unlocked and open for a split second. I had a bad dream about one of my soldiers based off of the events that had taken place previously in the deployment back home for him. And I woke up in cold sweat, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Never happened to me before, but it's happened in my life around me before. So I immediately went to my first sergeant, told my first sergeant how I felt about things, and I requested that this soldier go to Kuwait with me so he could decompress a little bit too, because this dream or epiphany or dream or nightmare or however you want to look at it, it shook my soul. It shook me to the core. Bam. It's not nothing really I could do. I can't change manifesting and all of these things. We take it to my sergeant major. Sergeant Major handles it just like I assumed he would. Sergeant, what you expect me to do? Change the manifest based off of you having a nightmare? Get out of here. It is what it is. Fast forward to when I arrived back stateside from Kuwait. Went to the USO at one of the airports. Sent a few of my battle buddies and a few of my soldiers a message letting them know, hey, I'm back. I know y'all wasn't tracking me, but don't let no one else know that I'm back. If you have any emergencies or anything, let me know. But I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be MIA for a little bit. Boom. I get back home. We drank. We probably went out, had a good night. Me and my roommate had a good time. The very next morning, the tragedy that I received, I've never been able to digest it because, one, I don't believe in certain things. And two, as a non-commissioned officer, as a leader that's pushing troops through combat, you can't stay stuck on one thing. You still have more troops that you got to push through. But that next morning, hungover and all, I got a phone call. Boom, I rolled over. It's one of my battles. I'm gonna answer.
Your mental health is
Sorry, no. I can hear the panic. My mind flashes back to the dream that I had. The dream that I had was a soldier got into an altercation with his girlfriend. They got into a fight. And then he killed himself. I never shared that with anyone. On the other side of the phone, my battle told me the exact same thing. Good guy. Great soldier. Will always be missed and forever loved. being through all of that and waking up this morning and just being grateful to see the other side, it reminds me of powerful words that I grew up on. I'll close this by saying, in the words of Albert Einstein, we cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. Mental health matters. Check on your friend, check on your battle buddy. Appreciate you stopping back in and experiencing the first time I got left behind in Iraq. I'm your boy, The Difference, with Vibing with Veterans. Till next time, peace. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're enjoying this content that we're providing for you, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share buttons. You can leave me a comment at the bottom too, man. I interact with everyone. But again, until next time, peace.